Hello everyone, Velvety Muckluck here, and this is a guide on how to DPS with the low-intensity Virtuoso. The purpose of a low-intensity build is to be as effective as possible with the build itself, so that the gameplay requires as few separate buttons as possible. This is not the top DPS build a Virtuoso can achieve, but rather an option for when you are learning the class, want to chill, or if you have shaky hands or any other condition that can impact your gameplay. Drop a like on the video or sub to the channel for more content, ring the bell for all future notifications. As always, my undying gratitude to all the supporters on Patreon and Twitch who keep this channel alive. More on how you can support at the end. Let's begin. Equipment. A mix of Vipers and Rampagers gear. Our goal is to have 100% crit rate with buffs. Fury, Food Buff, and Spotter can help with this. I'm currently using 5 pieces of armor for Vipers. The last piece, my weapons, and my trinkets are all Rampagers. Weapons. Dagger and Focus with sigils of Earth and Bursting. You could run a different offhand in your secondary weapon set if you wish to have access to those skills as well. Build. Signet of the Ether for easy constant healing. Signet of Illusions, Midnight, and Domination all give small increases to damage per second. Thousand Cuts Elite skill for a massive on-demand source of damage. Our specializations are Chaos 231, Illusions 132, Virtuoso 333. Most of our traits are chosen for passive increases in damage. Some are worth pointing out though. Illusionary Defense gives us stacking damage reduction, up to 25% as we summon our illusionary blades. Compounding Power does the same thing for condition damage, so you will see these 2 buffs stacking up on your bar when you are in combat. Shatter Storm gives our F1 a second charge. Jagged Mind is passive, but is the cornerstone of the build. Your blade attacks apply bleeding on critical hits. That is why we want 100% crit chance for more bleed stacks. Deadly Blades gives us a boost to condition damage for 5 seconds after we use a Blade Song. That's the F1 through F4 skills. So in a perfect setting, we would want to do a Shatter at least every 5 seconds to keep this buff up. Gameplay. The basic goal of this build is to stock up 5 blades, shown here, then use a Blade Song skill to fire them. Use the 2 key to help refill your blades faster. Get to 5 blades and then fire another Blade Song and repeat. A simple priority system for the blade songs is this. Use the F1 first because it holds 2 charges. After that is done, use F2 as the top priority, F1 as the second priority, F4 if you need to go that far, and F3 as the last one since it can be saved for an interrupt. This rotation will mostly consist of using the F1, F2, and the 2 skills, while occasionally using the other blade songs, and will squeeze out about 31,000 damage per second, with full boons, conditions, banners, spirits, and a generic food buff. Remember, having that 100% crit rate is huge. Move things around if you need to reach it. Now, if that rotation leaves you with energy to spare, you can press these 3 keys whenever they are up for even more damage. Additionally, if you manage to use up every single blade song and are caught waiting with full blades, you can use Signet of Illusions to recharge them all. Adding these keys will bring you up to over 33k. Double tapping Focus 4 is a pull. F3 Blade Song is a CC, Signet of Domination is a larger CC, and if you think you will need it, you can swap your elite skill for Signet of Humility, which is a very large CC for any necessary fights. Additionally, if you have a sword or pistol in your offhand, you can swap to those, and they have CC skills as well. Just swap back as early as possible if you do this. Finally, to set some proper expectations, here is the build with no buffs or debuffs in play other than what we ourselves bring. This is what you might see when completely on your own. Due to being 100% ranged, you could kite with this in open world with no problem. However, the damage scales very hard with boons, so you will be seeing much higher output in a group setting. And that's all there is to it. Another massive thank you to the supporters on Patreon and Twitch who keep this channel alive. Your support makes it possible for us to spend more time researching builds like this and working with the finest video editor on earth. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button for the YouTube algorithm, leave a comment with any tips and tricks on this topic, and subscribe for more content. Happy stabbing?